Oh man, what is going on? Oh, Kim's out there planting the garden. She bending over. Happy Memorial Day. And I'm sure you're not seeing this on Memorial Day. Matter of fact, I know that. But probably a couple weeks later. Today we're going to go into the garage and I'm going to be cleaning out a bunch of stuff and equipment because I'm going to need it here shortly. And it'll be nice to get some of this stuff out of my garage, if you know what I mean. Chains, binders, toolboxes, etc. They're loading up on Frank and going up north to take the big ride on a new trailer. On the show, on the Chad Kagan YouTube channel. We got fresh Wars Frankenstein here. I got to I'm gonna put the toolbox over here. This toolbox over here, and I've got that stack right here. I'm taking up to a gentleman named Corey. We're gonna call him Cab Over Corey. So he just got a new 13-letter shit spreader international. So I'm gonna take that 2x4, stick it across that, use half that catwalk, put half that box on there with that 2x4 on the back, and ratchet it down right there. And then that stack is going to sit on top of it and basically go down over the fifth wheel and probably sit on a board somewhere in there. And then I will clamp that down, and then all that shit right there, chains and whatnot, go up in here. And then I just need to wait for my bedding to probably done. I need to redo my mattresses because I took the sheets off and had them washed because they needed it. And then I got a couple tents or umbrellas I'm going to throw up in there and just have in there because I can, and they won't take up any space, so it ain't no big deal if I do that. So yeah, I also replaced the seal right here. So we'll see if that still leaks or not. I don't know if we get all that leak and whatnot. I did replace that seal, pulled that bolt off, put a new one on. That was super easy because of the moons, the half moons. So that's what's up. Now, yeah, I'm gonna load that toolbox right here, and I'm gonna run that stack right down there. So that way it can sit on there and not get mucked up. So he can have a stack because he's got short stack now, and they're calling him short stack. So I'll figure I'll hook him up because he's a viewer. Cheers to ya. So that's what's going on, man. Getting this thing loaded up so we can start our new journey tomorrow. Oh man, what's going on? Just up here in Michigan, hump day, our favorite day of the week. Cruised up here, just got done unloading some stuff and dropping some shit off. I'll put a picture up of what the truck looked like Monday when I loaded stuff up. It is Wednesday now. I didn't do nothing yesterday. I was supposed to come up yesterday, but it didn't happen. So I'm up here today and getting ready to do some stuff because we need to print off some decals so I can get my truck lettered up, because I'm leasing on to Transporter Specialties. This guy come down to Florida to see me. Remember that whole situation when we were at God, where we were at? We were at Wildwood, Florida. And he come down and met me over there. And I just brought some shit. I brought a stack for him because that's cab over Corey. He's got a cab over, but it's currently getting worked on right now because it needed a, oh, he blew out a manifold gasket. I'm supposed to pull this trailer, but it opens, he needs it to open more, and then I'm actually gonna take this on Tuesday and hook up to a tank or steel tank that's going down to Chattanooga, Tennessee. But I got a bunch of equipment here that I need to throw on there. It's just kind of extra BS, you know what I mean? And then should be a good time. So yeah, I'll be doing some shit up around here, and then maybe run to the house this weekend and come back up, get this, and then get it loaded Tuesday over in Flint, and then cruise down and drop it Thursday, and then who knows what I'm going to do after that. So I'll be pulling that around, and then we'll probably switch and I'll run this. He just needs it because it opens up more, because he's getting ready to take it tomorrow morning and go up to Wisconsin and get loaded. And then he's going down to Tennessee also. He has to babysit the load pretty much this weekend. He's delivering Tuesday, and then he's going back up to Wisconsin for a New Mexico, which he thought I'm probably going to do one too. He's waiting to find out. That would be the shit if so. If not, there's some reefers that I'm going to pull around for a company, empty reefers and shit like that. He's got a couple reefers here and move some stuff. So I'll be working. Don't worry like I won't be working. I'll actually probably be making a lot more money, which is fine with me because I like money, and it's what it is. So yeah, that's what's going on today on Hump Day up in Michigan. Big shouts to anybody out in Grand Rapids, because that's where I'm over by there. Me and Wet's going on Thursday morning, just hanging out in a truck over in Zeeland, Michigan, picking up some soap, car wash soap or something like that. I don't know what it is, but I gotta make a run down the road and deliver it to another place, and then come back and get loaded, I think. Is that what's gonna happen?
Yes, sir.
So I got Doug riding shotgun just in case I get tired. He can manhandle the truck. But I come up yesterday and I leased on to Doug because I'm going to do some oversized stuff and some other things. And this is just one of the things local that he has. And he was supposed to go on an oversized load yesterday. Is that correct?
That's right.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, got pushed
now
back.
You get to ride with me.
We're teaming it to the west coast of Michigan.
There we go. On my training day, like, I loaded everything in the truck that I needed to, like my cargo stuff, and then I've got all my crap up there, and I had a shitload of stuff on the back that I told you I delivered there. It's sitting on a trailer, and then a stack for Corey. But yeah, just starting off with this, and it's maybe something else later tonight. I don't know, but should be interesting. And then next week I'll be pulling my first oversized load, so that'll be fun. Won't be with Doug. I was hoping to be with Doug that way because I've never done it before, and he's done it, so I'd at least. But he said one of his buddies is really good that's going to be over there, so there's going to be like a group of us going, so that'll be cool. And you'll want to stay tuned to that because should be a good time. My first time doing that stuff, and you know, it's what it is. So that's why I leased onto him, so I can do this kind of stuff, because, well, it pays better than just pulling empty trailers around. And then there's another gig that okay, I just heard something kick, so that must have been the bags the bags pulling off the bump stops maybe. But some other reefer work that I'll probably be doing here. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I mean, I still can get on the load boards and find loads if I want to. I can just pretty much do what I want to with the benefits of being able to do oversized and stuff like that. So it should be a good time, if you know what I mean.
West Coast teaming it.
That's what's up. I'll check out some of these. Sweet single day cab, Peterbilt International. Some cool stuff over here. We figured we was picking up the soap down the road, so I figured, oh, there's cab overs back here. Let's cruise down through here real quick. Old school reefer up here too. It's kind of cool. Couple of them. Oh, the stainless. Got a little blue reefer on there. trailer over there they're tearing apart. That one don't have no ass on it. That one up there don't either, that blue one. No? Nope, it's missing the rear ends.
That's their old one up there that they use in See the gaps?
Yeah. Sweet. So we're just sitting over here at Doug's and he just plopped on a brand new chrome little vent cap later there. I'm sure you've seen this truck before on my YouTube channel and Doug, because he was at Matt's and I kind of looked up in there real quick. So they were just painted white, but I had got Dane Scott had given me 3 of those covers for the blue truck. He just asked me if I want them. I was like, sure. So I give them to Doug because the blue truck has them on there and I wasn't going to put them on there. So now Doug's slapping them on. Bonnie. And go over to the other side real quick. Here's old Frank. He's hooked up to a low boy right now because we're going to open that well up. He's going to teach me how to open that well up. And then I'm going to take that home with me tomorrow night when I leave, or Saturday morning. So that's what it looks like now. That looks sharp. And then while Doug was at Matt's, I had the fine people at SH2 make me some of these extra ones. That way I could give him one and then they could sell a few. So they've got those available. Yeah, he had a big like wart on that one. And he was sending me pictures. I was like, oh dude, you gotta clean that thing up, blah, blah, blah. And the next thing you know, I'm like, hey, I got these caps I can hook you up with. So, and they just press on. I'm probably gonna fire this thing up and take it down the road. He wants me to drive it because it's got a big cam 400 Cummins in it. It's cable shift. He wants me to see how it will ride. He just did some adjustments on his throttle linkage and he put a new throttle lock on there. Man, look how clean that is. That is super clean. I do believe that's the original one too. That's insane. Hopefully he gets it plated so he can start running it. We can do some oversized with cab overs. I think that'd be super neat. He's got a nice window in the back of that thing too, with a little curtain there. Cool. So I'm currently hooked up to this drop deck here, and we're getting ready to open it up because Tuesday when I go to get that tank, we're gonna have to open it up. So Doug's teaching me how to do it right now. He's explaining all the ropes. So what do you do here? What's the whole system?
As long as your air is still in the trailer, charged.
Okay.
We're gonna pull this valve right
Go
here.
for it.
Watch this guy. Ready?
Yeah.
It's good. There it goes. See what it just
You have
did?
to twist it a little bit?
I did a little, but you shouldn't have to. It's just
Okay.
So that's... No, I always help this back out to make sure it's locked in. But right now we're gonna... So we're gonna go to the other side and make sure it does the same.
Same thing. So I'm just gonna climb over because I don't feel like walking around because I'm kind of lazy. You guys should know that already.
See, this one didn't go, so I'll probably have you back up a little,
Uh-huh.
and then this arm will go. Like
It'll
that.
plop out.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in the truck now. I'm gonna hook the GoPro up to the pickup truck real quick, and then I'm gonna go in the trailer or the chalk and back up a little bit to see if this works. I'm just gonna stick you right here real quick, and then you can watch from right here. So that is how that plops open. He's gonna go get a tape measure real quick, because we gotta measure what this is gonna be for that tank. So that must be the pins that they slide into right there. And I don't know where you can see them on a trailer. I don't even know when the last time was this thing was open. Let's see if we can get some. Okay, that's just a little wheel there. I probably could use some WD-40 grease or lube if that's possible. Okay, there's another hole right there, and I'm sure there's more right there, but it has to be open. I think he said 10 feet or something like that, which that obviously isn't, because I'm 6 foot and I could lay down on that and still hold myself probably. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. Basically had to pull on the trailer brakes with a hand trolley to be able to get that to release. This is one of these manual ones, so it's not, there's no pony motor on it. When I pick this up, I use my ramps to pick it up. This is kind of like the one that Steve operates. Sorry, the engine is loud, it's just what it is. Push that up because we don't need the trailer brakes on anymore. And we'll get out and see what he says.
Alright, do you remember the length of that load? Is it 29?
Hold on, I can get my foot up, my phone out real quick. Let me get my foot out real quick,
Get
Doug.
your foot out. Here, you want to be up here?
My foot out of my ass real quick. Let's see. Emails.
What you hauling? A big tank? Oh, from Clarkston where we did that one? Oh. Casey's escorted out of there for us before.
35 long, 102 wide, 106 high.
All right, so we need to open up
30,
10 feet. So we're
35.
5 right now.
So we got to open this up 5 more feet?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I'm going to stick you over here real quick, and we're going to do this stuff again. Basically, grab down on the trailer brake and pull forward. So that wasn't too bad doing that side. He says we're going to rock it to do that side. Basically just look down in there, seen where it was at. He had the breaker bar, he held it, and it plopped into the spot. This one did at least, that side didn't. So I'm going to go in the truck and I'm going to gently rock it back and forth to see if we can get to plop in there, because we like things to plop in. So that should be 36 foot right there. She got my pirate flag, I gave it to her. That's long, that's oversized. We're gonna pull this thing off because we don't need it on. I should be pulling that one, but he needs it because it opens up farther. But yeah, that's yeah, it's super long. It's gonna be fun. And it's not really too low. I don't think that thing's too low. I don't mind the way that sits. I'm sure this load is only 26,000 pounds, this tank that I'm going to be pulling. So I don't think it's going to be dipping down too far. This is another reason why I wanted to put the 24s on, so I didn't have any problems getting under here, and I actually had a little bit of extra lift. This is only going to be 10.6 high off of here, so it shouldn't be too far over 13, I wouldn't think.
I'm guessing it's a misfire, so probably a coil. The motor will run really rough
10
when it's misfiring.
feet.
So we open you to
in
10 10 feet, now you'll know, right?
Yep.
That'll help you to know right where you gotta line up.
Yes, sir.
So that'll give us 36 feet. They're 2-foot increments, and you're 35-foot load, so we couldn't go 34, obviously. So
Okay.
that's why we opened up 10. You'll have a little bit of space.
So are we going from the back where the little flip is right here?
Yeah. From here forward is what I'd call the deck or the belly.
Okay.
To the same thing to the very net. We should be 36 foot. We'll get the 100-footer out of there.
Okay.
And that way you know your payload will fit.
Bam. That's what's up. So we're gonna get a 100-foot tape measure. We're gonna measure that. I'm gonna slide under here and see what is hissing. Hear that hiss?
I can't hear anything.
Right over here, there's an air hiss somewhere.
I'm not real good
We'll
with
figure it out.
You see these openings right here?
Yeah.
They can get gravel in them because they're so low to the ground. If you have to go around a corner and for some reason there's a pile of dirt and it gets stuck in there, and then you go to close this, those beams won't go all the way in.
Okay.
So you just have to get under there and take it with your hand and clean it up.
Right, yeah.
Eventually I'm going to put some doors in the top, like that trailer.
That you can open up and just slide right down through there.
Makes the world a better place.
Yeah. So let's go get the tape measure so we can get an overall length of what the truck and trailer is going to be.
Yes, and we have to get your wheel spacings for the permits.
Yes. A lot of stuff going on here that I don't know about and I've never done, so that's what's up. That's why I'm with the transporter specialists, if you will.
Bumper to bumper first.
Sure. Let's do an overall length. I should have gave you to him, that way he could tell. Let's hold it right here. I can't hear anything he's saying. What?
Start in the middle of your steer axle.
What was that?
72 foot 5 inches.
72 foot. So I don't know, we'll have to measure what the actual overall length of the trailer is, because it may be 53 footer. Pull back a little bit. What's that?
I'm going to put these in the phone and send it to Kenny.
Okay. Overall length of the tires?
Nope, we got to go center to center.
Okay. 15 foot, 1 inch all the way to the back. 10 foot 7 for that one. What do you say, 7.5?
So axle 1 to axle 2 is
10 foot 7.5. Okay.
10 foot
8,
9, let's call it.
okay. This one's about 15.1 to this one.
Then we want to go here to here.
Okay. I don't know. I'm new to all this stuff, so I can't tell you anything. I don't know nothing. This is all new to me.
You're in the middle. 4 foot. Is that in the middle? Should be almost 5 feet. 4 foot 6. Okay, now put it in the middle there.
Might be a smoke after this, folks. Yeah, I guess right back there. I'm gonna go and see what this is because I'm kind of curious. He's over working on his AC and I ain't charging.
This one's 42 foot 10 inches.
Okay.
And that'd be axle 3 to 4.
You need me to hold that down there? I'll just step on it right here.
We just got to keep moving it.
Oh, each time?
Yeah, that's what they want here is spacing.
Yeah, but that one's not even running.
I know, I'm gonna give him that. He won't use it.
Okay.
But I want him to have it in case you get it back.
Gotcha. Well, I'm not gonna say how much this load pays. It's 600 and I think 50 miles for like 4,600 bucks or something like that. So not bad if you ask me. It's basically, I gotta load it on Tuesday in Flint, Michigan, and then I got to take it down to Chattanooga, Tennessee, some kind of fuel place, and 650 miles, deliver it Thursday.
And that's 4'9". And these will all be the same. And that's
1, 2, 3.
5, 2, 6.
How much weight you think that's going to take off?
What do you mean?
Pulling that off.
I don't know. Not enough to be worth it.
Well, Mr. Optimistic over here.
I think it's nicer to have the weight back there for stopping.
Really?
When you're empty, it's nice to have it.
Yeah.
I mean, chances are we probably won't find you.
Let's do an overall measurement from this to the whole truck.
I did that.
What is the trailer right now? The whole thing. You didn't do the whole thing.
Just the trailer?
Yeah, let's do just the trailer to see how 53 footish we are. Is it like pulling a dry van? Is this like pulling a 53 foot dry van is my question. So I'm gonna go to the front trailer where the fifth wheel's at. What'd you say?
6 inches.
How much?
57.6.
Okay, so we're 4 more feet longer than a regular 53 foot van.
Yep.
Well, probably more than that because the van would have went forward more.
4.5.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
You're 72 foot 10, I think I said it for overall.
With the tractor.
Yeah, bumper to bumper.
Okay. So that's what it is. Oh no, we got broken board. We got some kindling, folks. We're gonna have a fire tonight. That big ass pile back there, mine.
Check that one.
Not really, but one of these days, Doug wants to burn that thing.
This summer, 2025.
There you go.
Only if Kim comes up, though.
That's what's up. She'll be here. So what are you telling me to do here?
So these are cat's eye gauges or crossfires.
Okay.
Red
Never
means,
dealt with these before.
Red means it's overpressure. Now,
Okay.
red isn't a terrible thing. It's better than underinflated. It's worse than overinflated.
True.
But with it being 70 degrees out, and it's already today.
But next week it's going to be?
And you're going to put heat in them when you run them.
Correct.
So I want to let enough air out. So these are the yellow with a black line. That'll be 120 PSI. Then if these go up to red when you're running them, don't worry about it.
Okay.
But to start here and then have them get hotter, it would be
asinine.
Yeah. So we just need to let a little air out of them.
And these are 65 mile per hour tires.
Yeah, 65 to 68.
Basically like me pulling a carnival ride that's longer.
They're especially when you put weight on them. I've run 70, 72, 75 when they're empty, but I did that loaded and I blew like 8 tires in 2 days.
Wow.
And that's
empty?
Almost, yeah. No, I was loaded with 80,000.
Holy smokes.
Remember that loader I got stuck with in Ogallala, in Nebraska at Christmas?
No, I don't remember that.
So I
don't think we were friends, but I don't think we were friends like that.
I got stuck out over Christmas because I blew 4 tires in 1 day and then 4 more the next day.
On this trailer?
On this trailer.
Wow.
The other side are all brand new and those 2 are brand new.
Holy smokes. Heard it here, folks. Yeah, those ones aren't even up and they are too, so. All right, well, I'll try to close it up and see what happens. So, wish me luck, folks. All I have to do is pull that thing and hope those plop out, move my shit off here and back her up.
I'm gonna run her to Zealand. I'll be back in like 20 minutes. Don't drink all my beer.
I won't. I'm still nursing that one. I ain't started on the other ones. Where's the broom? Is there a broom in there?
Yeah, right inside the door.
Okay, I'm gonna sweep all this crap off so it's easier. So that's what I'm gonna do. Is go get a broom and sweep all this stuff off. That way it just doesn't seem like it's gonna roll as easy with a bunch of crap in there. And unfortunately it happens because we are up in Michigan, so it's just what it is, you know what I mean? Well, Doug just took off in the sweet Corvette and I did a burnout. So I'm going to, I just wiped that down because I couldn't find a broom in there. I'm gonna back that thing up and see if I can't get the clothes up and get those pins in there. Because Big Daddy needs to be able to do this stuff by himself, if you know what I mean. So we'll see. Well, we should be good now. You heard that click. And you can't necessarily see where they're supposed to go in. That one still don't look like it's over all the way. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to climb under there probably, or see if I can't help that thing in. That's what he was saying. He don't want to take that thing off. May just leave it on. He thinks it's better for the weight when you're empty, for stopping, etc., etc. And this one ain't over either. Okay, it's in. You just gotta have a little help from your friends, Mr. Breaker Bar, to get it to go. It did go. That is in there. He's got those sweet clip flags on this one, so I don't have any of those. Okay, this one ain't going for some reason. So I'm gonna, well, maybe it is. Okay, there we go. There we go. So we're good. I'll probably try a tuggy and then back it up and drop it. I don't know what we're gonna do with this. So because we do need to, which we could do it tomorrow, it ain't no big deal. So I gotta do some shit in the morning, move some soap real quick, kind of like what I did today. And then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with this tomorrow with the skid loader. Cause he's got a cab like that he had redone that he's gonna put on that. That's a big one, so yeah. I got one light out, but these this pigtail on the trailer is wonky because these aren't working no more. So it's definitely this right here, this guy right here, which if I need to, I'll stick something in it, or a bungee strap that ties it over, probably something like that. Because there you go, now they're flashing. Okay, let's go see if all of the lights are working. Let's do a pre-trip now, so we'll have to let some air out of that. Okay, all of them are good and working, except those yellow ones. I don't know if there's a switch somewhere to flip for that. I'll have to ask him when he comes back. He just took off in that sweet Corvette. He's got to take his new daughter to banquet or something right now. His wife's over there for some sports. But yeah, other than that, all the lights are working fashion. And I will definitely make sure that that's fixated to where I'm not going to have any issues, because I definitely don't want no lights going out. That one is bad. I wonder if it's just the plug. But sure is, because it's not plugged in anywhere, and it goes in the back somewhere. Let's see if we can plop that out or figure it out real quick. Let me put this thing up real quick and figure out how to do stuff. You know what I mean? Because I need to figure out this trailer for now, even though it's not the one I'm necessarily going to be pulling all the time. Yeah, I got a new GoPro thing, and it's kind of wonky too. So let's pop this thing up. Brody, just come out of there, will you? flop out here. Might need a screwdriver or a little bit of helper. Which is fine, because that's nice. At least you know it's not gonna push it out the other side real quick. Okay, so it's supposed to go up and in. This fucking thing is just a pain in my ass. Oh wow, he just went mud. He must have just went mud. His Jeep is dirty as fuck. I'm gonna ask him if he found any shrooms back here. Come on. Probably not. Nobody up here for some odd reason hunts shroom. I asked like 3 or 4 different people and they're like, oh no, you can't find them around here. Like, you serious? Because I've heard they were in abundance up here. Okay, now we're good with that light, so you're in there and we're good. Bada bling, bada bloom, folks. Close that up. And we're good. Here's another one. Okay, no, it's on. It's just hard to see because it's light. But that's what's up. That's all good. That's all closed up. So I'm gonna back it up and drop it. Because I don't need to be hooked up to it. But yeah, that's what Chad's gonna look like next week running around. And then I'll probably pull that thing sooner than later because this is Doug's baby. Which I gotta slide up under there and figure out what's hissing. Probably tomorrow after I get back. And then I gotta run something tomorrow night too with his nephew, which ain't no big deal. We're gonna run together tomorrow night and deliver a load, come back, be here back probably like 1 a.m. and then I can hook up to the trailer and peace out, or I can take it Saturday morning, just depends, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I just unhooked everything. I'm dropping the bags now. I got some blocks under there. I mean, I only just unhooked air and stuff like that. So I'm gonna see if when those drop, that'll let that down all the way. That's close, but not because there's blocks under there to catch it, you know what I mean? That should be close enough. I would think those bags are probably about empty. Almost sitting on the bump stop, so I'm gonna have to pull out a little bit, which is fine. I almost think I pulled this up with without, you know, I do believe I picked it up without the bags. I can't remember. That was this morning. Well, it wasn't this morning, but it was earlier. But yeah, that's down low enough, I would think, that I should be able to pull right out and have no problems. We'll see. We'll see what happens, I guess. We'll see what happens. We are good. Adjust that net. Yeah, stop right here, go check everything out, make sure everything's cool. Make sure everything's cool, make sure everything's cool. And we gone, man. Yeah, not bad. That's how low that sits. That one sits a little bit higher. It's got a little bit higher of a block, not much, but yeah, that one sits a little bit higher. But it's nice that I have these ramps already on here, and that's what Doug noticed in one of my videos, that I already had ramps, and he knew that I could do this kind of stuff because I already have these ramps, so that is always nice. Yeah, my bag's already back lifted up, so that's what's going on. That's dropped. I got some crap on here, but tomorrow or the next day, probably tomorrow, we'll go through and get everything situated because he's got to get everything that he needs on here. He left me some stuff. So I'm gonna throw this extra stuff on here. We're gonna remove these tires. We're gonna put them somewhere else because we don't necessarily need them. Well, I mean, it would be always smart to have them, but you never know. And I'm gonna go move my truck so I can come back here and see what the fuck is hissing, because I want to know what's hissing. Because I like to know what's hissing, because if we gotta get somebody over here to change something, we will. Get up under here right now, see what's hissing, if you know what I mean. I can do it. I'm just gonna flop down on the back and see what's going on. One of these hoses in here. I can't exactly feel anything. I can hear it though. Something just rubbing probably. It's somewhere in this cluster. This is the only airline that I see. Yeah, we'll have to cut those and see if it's somewhere in there. Yeah, we'll tell him that's where it's coming from. So whenever he gets back, we'll check it out. You know what I mean? Let's see what's going on. So this is what I was talking about when I said Doug just took off in a Corvette and just burned ass. He says, do you want to go for a ride? Of course, I got my muddy boots on and stuff. I don't even know how to get in this thing. Okay. Oh my God. I don't know if I... Oof. This is a low, boy.
She low.
All right, let me get my seatbelt on before Doug kills me. Yeah, he took her back in the woods, eh? Look at that, dropped her and everything.
Beautiful. Locked back together good?
Yeah, didn't do too bad. I had to go forward a little bit, and then, well, actually, I moved it just a jiggle, and it popped back, and you could hear it click, so it was good. Is that a radar detector?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to push him in, too, so. This thing's like hesitating and stuff. There's Doug's skid marks.
Get a little bit away from the house first.
So everybody knows it's not you ripping ass.
So at 50 miles an hour, if I swat it, it's gonna break them loose.
Okay, so that's the thing right here, yeah. Woo! Woo! Holy Kamola. Oh, he's got the paddle shift. We're up to 110. Woo! How good do the brakes work?
It was 50 to 108.
Yeah, I thought it was about 110. There's a thing over there. Looks like he's got a low tire pressure on this thing.
Just from sitting.
Yeah.
Check out the dash now. Watch. See how it changes to the track mode?
Nice. We're about to lay it down, folks. Just like Ratwood. .64 normal.
Why is it doing that? That's weird.
Probably needs some fuel. 4-speed manual. Okay, so you got the paddle shift too, right?
8-speed.
Oh, 8-speed.
Auto 8 with manual. I can put it in manual mode so I can shift it right here.
Nice, yeah. Wow, just fucking straight jamming, folks.
Turn around up here.
Yes, sir. We're pulling a Michigan turnaround right here, folks, right in the middle of the road.
Is that a pedestrian?
Yeah, it's that lady walking we passed.
We'll get past her.
Alright, so we're running about 60 right now in 4th gear. He said it's an 8-speed auto with paddle shift. 120. Woo! Hell yeah. Doug is a world record holder, outlaw sand drag master. Doug has 3 or 4, 1, 2, 3 or 4 world records for his drag cars. So he knows about driving things fast. So I'm not too scared. I do have on my seatbelt, so it ain't that big of a deal. And we're just out here laying it down.
We're just listening to Hair Nation.
That's what's up. Cranking on some tunes like we're doing like 80 and it don't even feel like it. We're like what was
These guys got a bunch of race cars.
Yeah.
And they go by my house 100
I
I want to stop and do a burnout right over there.
light it up.
I like to do what they call a rolling burnout, where you
Uh-huh.
just give it a little throw.
Yeah, we're getting squirrel. Traction control. That's probably a good thing. If not, we don't be in a pole, man.
There we go.
Woo! Smoking tires and shit, boy.
Yeah, smoke back there.
Yes, sir. Woo! Smell that rubber, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You got time to put her away.
Before the cops come.
Yeah, before the cops come. That guy in that black car. Oh, yeah. Oh, you on tracks right in front of his house.
I don't know how those got there.
This thing got tune on, or is this stock?
Oh, it's built. They come stock.
Okay, it's built.
They come stock with 650 horse.
Uh-huh.
This one, it makes probably close to 1,000.
Wow.
850 at the wheels.
Yeah.
This is normally 650 at the flywheel, so I think when we downed it, it made 570 at the wheels.
Nice.
Before we tore it apart, I got it with 12,000 miles.
Wow.
We pulled the motor out of it and put a cam in it, ported the blower, changed the pulley combo, and put it runs on E85 now.
Okay.
So it's got a secondary fuel system. E85 you can make more horsepower with safely.
Pump gas.
Yep.
Wow.
Pull right up to the new there and fill her up with E85.
Should I get out before we get in?
Yeah, you won't be able to get out.
Okay. I don't know how to operate the door.
Put your finger on that and
push
then
the
elbow
button?
into the door. There you
Okay,
go.
wow. Yeah, because I couldn't figure out how to get in.
It's hard to get out of more than it is.
Yeah, it is.
Stinky car.
The size of those tires are huge. Insanity. Just insanity. Whew. How often do you even get that out?
That's about the second time all year.
Or are those vet tires in there
Yeah, that's my drag mat.
for this car?
Yeah, come here, I'll show you. These ones are just matching like to what's on the car, but they're
Nice.
slick, so
Oh, yeah.
it looks sleeperish.
Oh yeah, and it hooks up.
These are like lightweight.
Those are for the
weld-
steers?
Yeah, these are weld. See the rears are bead lock,
Uh-huh.
and then these are the steers.
Wow.
You take it to the track.
Have you?
Oh yeah, it runs like 990 in a quarter mile,
Nice.
139 miles an hour.
That's where you get those dirt bike trophies from, folks. Running shit like that. Yeah, you still smell the rubber. Oh man, what's going on? And welcome back to the Chad Kingen YouTube channel, Trucking Edition Spectacular. Just pulled some reefer madness on a Friday night. Apparently, this place we're going to, they don't take deliveries until a certain time, which I can completely understand. It is what it is. But I'm running with Doug's nephew. He works at a Kenworth dealership, has a CDL too, does some stuff on Friday nights for Doug. Because it's extra work, you know what I mean? Pays real decent for the mileage, so. I'm following him because I've never been over here before. And, you know, he does it almost every Friday night. If not, I don't know if he does it during the week or not, but I know he does it every Friday night, so he knows the whole routine and whatnot. So I told him I just saw 910. along here, so I'll be there in about hour and 13 minutes is what it says. I got 81 miles to go. I think it's like 192 miles is what it said from the pickup. So I was wrong if I said 100 something. But we'll go there, get unloaded, and they got lumpers, so it's like hand stacked down. Takes forever, they said, but it's what it is. It used to do too, but it just, by the time all the hand unloading and BS happens, it's just too much for one guy to do too. So I'll go throw somebody else on it. They're around to do it with him. That way he don't do it. Cab over Corey did it a couple times. And then I don't know who else does it, but since I was up here, he's like, hey, you can do it. I'm like, cool, whatever. You know, after we're sitting there dicking around in drive the yard, trucks and trailers and whatnot, I do believe I found the air piss on the low boy, so we'll have to tackle that in the morning because Bobby was like 15 out, and Doug was like, you want to get under there now? And I said, no, dude, I want to like wash my hands, change my pants, and get cleaned up so me and Jim can roll, so I'm not stuck over here all night. But and I hope I don't have to go in and sit somewhere. That'll be depressing, but it is what it is. If I got to go in and sit somewhere, I don't know. We just went to this place where they were at. They were already pulled out of the docks. The doors were closed. We just hooked up, grabbed the paperwork, opened the doors, grabbed the paperwork, and let a bill there. Did our pre-trips and cruising down the road. So just doing some. When I come back, it'll be dark, so we'll be running with a reefer at night with a bunch of chicken lights on the bottom. There ain't none on the top though. It's kind of odd, but there's some on the bottom, so they said it'll look cool a little bit. That'll be about it. So that's what's going on a Friday night. Then I'll get the trailer situated in the morning, and then I will take it home with me because I've got a couple carnival rides I got to move Sunday night for my guy. I hooked him up with Doug, obviously. Once I, you know, he called me or texted me. It's like, hey, got some loads right in your backyard, blah, blah, blah. You did them last year. And I said, no, dude, last year my clutch went out on me, so I couldn't do them. I had to cancel. He's like, oh, yeah, that's right. We were just texting back and forth. And then I just called him and I said, yeah, I'll send you the paperwork gal's number and let her handle it. You can take it up with them, and then we did the whole spiel. So I can still do moves like that, and I can still do power moves if I want, but I'm not going to. Hopefully I'm too busy with that drop deck that I don't have time to do power moves. But I mean, worst case scenario, if there's also other reefers that I'll be pulling too for another company around the country is what the guy told me, because I'm like, where all you guys have, we got them all around the country. I'm like, okay, that doesn't do much for me, but whatever. So Frank ain't doing too bad slugging around up here. That is the truck that was hooked to the gravel train that I was backing up earlier that I didn't do a very good job for. That's got an E model in it, so I think he said that's got, I think it's 550 horse. So that's got more ponies than this, and I figured, he said he was governed at 67, but we're going a little bit faster than that, so. But I mean, worst case scenario, the truck, this will push 70 with this load on, so it's all good if I need it to, but I ain't, it don't matter. We're going basically down 96 and around Lansing to Weberville, and then going to where we need to go, and blah, 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 so that's what's going on. Well, Saturday morning here, just getting ready to leave the boss's house with the trailer. Got back last night about midnight, so just getting ready to take off because Monday I'm going to take this up to Flint area so I can get it loaded and head down to Tennessee with an oversized for the first time. So going back home to see little Miss Muffet because I haven't seen her since I left on Wednesday morning. So should be happy that big day gets to come home, if you know what I mean. So we ride. I'm gonna drop this at the house, and then tomorrow night I gotta run a couple carnival rides. So it's what it is. But that's trucking. Well, just got back to the house here and pulled in. Did the usual and just blindsided her around the corner over there. Got in the yard and turned around because I don't think the traction jewel are too bad, and I'd probably be able to make it across with this, but dropping it here like so should be better because I'm using bigger boards, so I shouldn't have any problems getting up under it and stuff like that. Got a little orange thing I'm going to stick on the front, that way no Amazon driver backs into anything, if you know what I mean. because occasionally we'll have that. But what I'll do is I'll take and block the whole drive. So probably gonna send Doug some pictures and stuff like that. That way he sees where we're at and shit, and how's it going, what your name is, you know what I mean? So I got the back wheel chalked and stuff. That's the one that has brakes. The other one don't. But it pulls pretty good. I mean, you can only go 67 is what I think he said these tires are rated for. So I really wasn't going too. I wasn't hauling ass or nothing like that. I caught myself a couple times going 68. So I'll have to check these. You know, and this guy for some reason doesn't want to turn, and I'm afraid that guy will spin, this guy won't. So I think maybe the brakes are frozen, so I'm gonna have to beat on those and get that to spin right there. That way I don't have it catching and making no bald when I hit, you know, like the bridge embankments, or if I'm turning or something off of a low and dip down or something like that. But I put these bigger blocks under there that were on the trailer, and then I threw them off the trailer, and then I grabbed them again. No, actually they were in the tire, so this should be perfect for Frank since he's a little bit taller. Don't have to worry about you know, those little boards and that picking that neck up so much. So we'll see what happens. I'm getting ready to the bags are already dropped, so I'm going to drop it and back up in the drive. That way I can probably do some shit to Frank tomorrow. I got to do some shit to Frank tomorrow. And well, the grass really don't look too bad. I'm glad about that. I'll tell you that much right now, because that's the last thing I want to worry about doing is cutting fucking grass. I just got home, you know what I mean? So let's see how this goes here when I drop this. You know, I'll just keep you right here like this. Yes, you're gonna get some of the blue, but you still got most of Frank. That wasn't too bad. That was a lot better than what it's been with the stuff being lower. The neck didn't have to drop as far, so I like that. I'll probably start using these from now on. That way I don't have to worry about anything, if you know what I mean. Let's see if I can get this in here somewhere. I'll just throw it on right here. Nope, that'll work. Just do this number right here. See if we can get that over here. Bada bling, bada bloom. There, that way somebody can see that when they're pulling in and they don't hit my shit. But honestly, I'll probably put the Cadillac right here. That way nobody tries to pull in the driveway and block this off. As far as I'm concerned, there's one right there if there's an Amazon delivery coming. They pissed me off. There was a trailer sitting right here. It was I think it was that stack of drop decks, and some Amazon come whipping in here, and I'm like, dude, there's a fucking trailer right there. Trailer's right there. My fear was they were going to rip those glad hands off and stuff like that. I was going to be, you know, having to replace that because some driver whipped in. I need to get a cone and block that off is honestly what I need to do. So that's what's up. Back to the house. Come on.